how I closed a 43,78,600 taka per year client. This happened on a single call where me and my partner Garrick met the client. আমরা ওকে ওর সাথে এর আগে হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে হালকা কথা বলছি and then we gave him a glimpse of how we are as an agency and then how we are like priced at a premium stage compared to our competitors. আমি ফুল প্রসেসটা দেখানোর ট্রাই করব কিভাবে আমরা ক্লায়েন্টটাকে পেলাম, how our conversation went, how I convinced him to get on a call, and then how we close the client right on the call even though we are a high ticket agency. Okay, so first day he texted us and then আমাদের একটা client ওকে refer করে. So he texted something like, hello brother, I was referred by this month. I have done 150k in rev and need an email marketer. So I sent him our usual text and I told him that okay, let's book a call and then let's talk there. Then a key lesson is before getting on a call, you should always be prepared. Like even a 5-minute preparation will make a difference. So to do our preparation, I asked him that, okay, what's your store URL? He texted me that I have other guys I'm also talking to. So I just want to get a good idea of everyone's work and their rates so I can come to a decision. So এখানে kind of আমি আন্দাজ পাইছি যে he is kind of a window shopper because he's gonna assess everyone, সবার রেটস দেখবে, কারটা চিপার, কারটা ভ্যালু বেশি, এগুলা অ্যাসেস করে এরপরে হইলে কি he's gonna make a decision which we cannot afford because most of the times they are confused because আপনারা হয়তো নিজেই দেখবেন যে like if you are shopping and you look for a bunch of clothes, like you are gonna have a hard time to decide কোনটা চুজ করবেন. So that's why like I sent him this text যেখানে like I was very transparent with him, telling him that okay, our time is valuable. So you can এই টেক্সটটাকে তিনটা সেকশনে ভাগ করা যায়. তো here's the first section where I said I say well, I'll be honest with you then. If you are happy with whatever result the other guys show you and you have a budget constraint, because I'm willing to bet they are a lot cheaper. So first of all, ekhane I am positioning ourselves as an agency as a more higher budget or higher ticket price point, or like we are leveraging ourselves as a more high tier agency. Like আমরা নিজেকে বলতেছি না যে we are expensive, just আমরা এইভাবে জিনিসটা ফ্রেম করছি যে okay, they might be a lot cheaper than us. You can go with them, but there are a few email agencies right now who can match our results at the rate we are providing. Again, I'm restating what I've said before, that আমরা যেই ভ্যালুটা দেই, যেই প্রাইস পয়েন্টে, that's the normal. Like we are not cheapening ourselves and we are not like showing ourselves as expensive. We are like defaming the other competitors that we have. And because Q4 is like the last quarter of the year, we are locking with the clients who are as thrilled as we are to crush BFCM. BFCM are basically events in Q4. Since we've been planning for it since August. So ekhane you can see like I'm like putting ourselves as someone who are like very knowledgeable in the industry, cause like first of all এখানে এমন ভাবে আমি সেন্টেন্সটা স্ট্রাকচার করছি যে he thinks that he needs my approval to work with me, cause I only work with clients who are as thrilled as we are. So now what psychologically ওর মাথায় যেটা আসবে যে he needs to match our energy to work with us. পরে I said, that being said, I'm not gonna try to overpromise you and sell you on some magic numbers. So I'm probably thinking like what other people do is like they say যে আমি এটা করে ফেলবো, ওইটা করে ফেলবো, ওই নাম্বার আসবে, এই নাম্বার আসবে. So we don't do that, and like of course we don't like overpromise. In the community, if you've decided you want better results than what they're showing you, message me and we can set up a call. So ekhane basically what I'm doing is I'm positioning myself as an exclusive agency or someone exclusive to work with, since I already work with a bunch of 7-8 figure brands. Ekhane like আমি casually আমি দেখাই দিতেছি যে okay, we are trustworthy and then we are in the space for long enough. And then আমি একটা name drop করছি so that he like resonates with us যে okay, they know their shit, cause of course like এই নামটা ওরা জানে, that means like তারা বাকি নামগুলো জানবে, something like that. And then এখানে you can see that he tried to like win my approval sort of. I just want to learn more about email marketing as I am not familiar with it, and then বলছে যে I don't have a tight budget constraint and I think it's fair for me to hear everyone out. And then আমি আবার like এটাকে restate করছি যে no, that's cool. I guess it would be ideal for us to have a call after you judge the other marketers that you have in mind, that would give you an idea of how the email side of things work. So basically এখানে আমি বুঝাই দিছি ওকে যে ওকে লাইক আমরা যে আমাদের যে কলটা আমরা এই কলটা লাইক আফটার হি লার্নস মোর অ্যাবাউট ইমেল মার্কেটিং ফ্রম দ্য আদার মার্কেটার্স উই schedule our call after that so that we have a higher leverage closing him. What we can do is এরপরে তো এটা বললাম and then একটা urgency আমি এখানে দিছি যে we are only onboarding 2 clients making us more exclusive, and then I only want to work with like a handful of clients so that I can give them the best results, again like making us more exclusive. And পরে এই তো and then we scheduled a call.
Yeah, how was I guess okay.
So every time if you have a partner, like call like always be early, and then একটু like হালকা chit chat, okay, like don't এত stiff থাকিও না.
Hey man, hello, can you hear me?
Hey Kevin,
How you guys doing, bro?
doing all right? How are you?
Great. I just got back from class.
Nice. University?
Yeah.
Nice. What do you think?
Finance, accounting, very simple stuff.
Perfect. Perfect for you doing that, yeah.
The boring stuff.
Where are you from? Where are you
I'm from the U.S. in Massachusetts, so like I live near Boston, basically.
Oh, nice. I'm from Pennsylvania, but I'm in China at the moment, so.
China? What's there in China? You just.
So one thing here we're trying to do is we're trying to like set the tone. Like we don't want to be okay, call us, let's try to sell him like then we would be like scammers. So what you always want to do is like casually be friendly with them, like talk with them, try to know the person, cause একটা মানুষ would always want to buy from another human. Like it has to be a human interaction. Like they don't want to buy from corporations, they don't want to buy from robots, they want to buy from humans. So you want to like create that human one-on-one connection with them.
I've been living here and working here for almost 10 years now, so.
A benefit of having a white partner is that you can always resonate with the client. So even though let's say ওখানে পেনসিলভেনিয়া নিয়ে কথা হইলো, ম্যাসাচুসেটস নিয়ে কথা হইলো, so if I were to talk with him, তো তখন like I couldn't have like resonated with the client. Like আমি বাংলাদেশে থাকি, ও ইউএসএ তে থাকে, like আমি কিভাবে ওর সাথে like ভাইবটা ম্যাচ করব. So that's why it's always important to travel the world. Cause আমার মনে আছে like এর আগের একটা কলে we closed another client, and then he was talking that okay, I want to visit to Bali, or I want to visit to like Thailand and stuff. Like he wants to travel, and then I too am a travel freak. So like we started the conversation যে oh okay, you want to travel Indonesia, where do you want to go in Indonesia? I want to go there too, so let's do a meetup. এরকম করে you see how I'm matching his vibe. So ওইরকম একটা ফ্যাক্টর আসলে থাকা দরকার যেখানে like probably 80% of the Bangladeshi doesn't have, because they are খুপরির মাঝে আটকে পড়ে গেছে.
Right there.
It's a long story, but basically in college, my best friend and I decided we were going to go study abroad, and out of all the programs we applied to, the only one we both got into was here, and I came here and the language was hard, so I decided to learn it, and I've been here ever since. So
okay.
Yeah, it's weird. It's an adventure over here for sure. It's much different than back home.
Yeah, so even though it's weird, give out laughs, like don't be stiff, don't be so too serious, like have fun doing it.
But yeah.
Okay. So Kevin, you play volleyball?
Pardon my accent there. I don't know volleyball কিরকম জানি Indian sound করছে, but এখানে like I'm still like trying to form that relationship. So or WhatsApp PFP তে there মানে look like যে he played volleyball, একটা volleyball জার্সি পরা একটা প্রোফাইল পিকচার ছিল. So like I know a bit about volleyball since like আমি এই স্পোর্টটা নিয়ে I saw some animes, so I know like এখানে পজিশনগুলো কি, what happens there. So yeah, like একটা কনভারসেশন স্ট্রাইক করলাম এখানে.
How do you? Oh, because my WhatsApp.
Yeah.
I forgot I still had that up. I mean, yeah, I played
we do
high
research.
school, and I play at ago.
Yeah. What position do you play?
And I play center, but I used to play outside too. But
That's
I was like really short.
yeah.
I was like on the shorter side, so I got moved to center.
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. So you can jump pretty high.
I mean, I thought I could until I got to college, and then like everyone was like 6'3", and then I was too short to play hitter.
Like 2 feet taller than you, yeah.
Yeah, I was just like too small. So they're like, you know what, you gotta go play center.
No, I thought I was tall until I saw the women's basketball team at Penn State, and then it's like, oh, up here.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah. Nice. So,
Okay.
so what
Awesome.
what's going on? What do you know? I think Mahdi told me you were looking, you're going to email. What's going on with your store?
for sure. So, quick rundown. Like I've been in this is all like still very new to me. I've been in ecom for about I think like around coming on 7 months, and this is actually my first brand on Meta because I used to do like like the TikTok pump and dumps. Like I learned a little bit there, but it didn't really work out. And then I took a very long break. Started this brand in the summer, and I think I got lucky. I guess I was just scrolling on Instagram, found a product. I was like, you know what, I'll give this a shot. I scaled it from my first month to 900 in that month, and then now this month I think I'm gonna do around 160. But I've been talking to a lot of like fellow like ecom guys, and they always tell me, "Yo, Kev, like, how do you not have any email guy set up yet?" I'm like, yeah, that's low key true. I do need that set up because I do get a lot of like, I mean, there was a time where I got like so many abandoned carts, all that, and I have like a very, I would say it's a very bad email setup because I don't know how to really do that because I'm not really experienced in that. I have normal Shopify, hey, you left this in your cart, and I have no like
persuasive copy and all that other fun stuff.
like studying other sites too. I know they have like pop-ups when you
So এখানে you can see that like the client কিছুক্ষণের জন্য আটকে গেছিল because he had some loss of words. So what Garrick did is he put him back to track by finishing his sentences. So that's why like কলে থাকা অবস্থায় actually hearing them out and understanding. So what I see most people like mistake that like they hear like তারা শুনে but একটা যে constant reply or like that having a flow of that conversation যে okay আমি কথা আটকে গেছে so I know that what you mean so আমি এই কথাটা আমি শেষ করছি so that shows that okay we are actually like listening him hearing him and then we are like maintaining that flow of conversation.
get to the set up.
Okay, well, we can help with that. Yeah, it's actually something we do very well.
One more thing, কথা বলার like let's say someone's talking কথা বলার শেষ হওয়ার সাথে সাথে don't be like যে oh yeah, I'm here I can do that yeah I'm gonna totally help you out yeah like নিজের এক্সাইটমেন্টটা ধরে রাখার ট্রাই করিও and like try to like have a pause so that he has some time to breathe you have some time to breathe and then continue the conversation.
Capturing that lost revenue. So
Yeah. So we'll start by diving into your store. You tell us about what's working, what's not, and where you want to take your store to. If you already have email marketing set up, if you have any funnel set up, we're going to audit that and find any leaks of money that you have. If not, I'll walk you through exactly how we build and run the email side of things for brand like yours. So you can share your brand URL and we'll check what product you're selling. And then like see what's up. And from there, I'll share what you can expect working with us and how we drive results and what the process looks like. We'll also take a few minutes to, get to know each other so you have a clear picture of who you're working with. Sounds good?
Yep, sounds good.
So this is what we call the putting out a framework or a structure for the call. So basically what you do is আমি এই মিটিং এর মাঝে I'm telling him যে okay how the meeting is gonna go like তো আমরা এটা করব we're gonna take some time to know each other আমরা এটা question জিজ্ঞেস করব and then এইভাবে like we're gonna build that reputation or build that like foundation so what happens is when you don't build that framework when you're starting a call তখন কি হয় যে like ও জানে না যে কি নিয়ে কথা বলবে তুমিও জানো না কি নিয়ে কথা বলবা and then ওই যে ফ্লোটা ওটা ডিসরাপ্ট হয়ে যায় সো দেখা গেল যে আমি একবার আম নিয়ে কথা বলতেছি ও একবার কচু নিয়ে কথা বলতেছে আমি একবার কাঁঠাল নিয়ে কথা বলতেছি হিস টকিং অ্যাবাউট সামথিং এলস সো ওই যে স্ট্রাকচারটা থাকে না অনেক উল্টাপাল্টা হয়ে যায় সো দ্যাটস ওয়াই বিল্ডিং এ ফ্রেমওয়ার্ক লাইক টেলিং ইট আউট স্পিকিং ইট আউট ইজ ভেরি ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট
Share you a
Awesome.
store on that's straight to the product page. In
Mhm.
terms of my own emails, like I literally have like it's literally like nothing, like default Shopify setup.
I see, I see.
I've looked at the stats. I think I got like a
Mhm.
couple clicks, but no like actual like
Conversion.
yeah, no conversion at all. And so it's like
Mhm.
I do know
So you see, I did that again. The client was in a lost of words. I feel I like completed his sentence because like that proves that okay, I'm actually listening and I know what you're talking about.
missing out a lot of missed revenue and all that.
Wow, yeah.
It's very important.
Okay. So
Acha, one more thing I do want to mention because I see a lot of Bengalis making the same mistake is that they have such a lack of expression in their face. So let's say like বাংলায় কথা বললে you know how we make faces and then we like try to speak with our expressions but তারা যখন ইংলিশে কথা বলে let's say they are happy or sad or angry like যে কোনো টাইপেরই সেন্টেন্স হোক না কেন ইংলিশে they they word it with the same expression তারা expression change করে না or expression দেয় না which looks really weird when you think about it and when you are talking from a like you know native standpoint.
while Gary takes a look at the store, are you the only owner or do you have partners in the store?
Yeah, it's just me. I mean, I'm looking to get some BAs, email guy, obviously, and then hopefully try to scale this for Black Friday. That's or like at least Q4 because it's like my first Q4,
Exactly.
and I really
Yeah.
need this. I want to like take advantage of what I can do.
Always have a pen, guys. Always have a pen in your hand. You look way cooler.
I see. So what has been your overall sales in the past 7 months, right? You mentioned that you're running this for
so-
7 months.
I can't really recall of like when I did it like last year because I did it for like a month and a half. Maybe that I probably did like 5K revenue. But on this store, I started in May. I've done what is it, 25th today? 220,000. But the last 30 days it's been 170,000. So a lot of it has been very, very recent.
Okay,
So
okay.
almost like 85% has been like the last 30 days.
Mhm. What's your AOV right now?
AOV right now, I think 180. It's very high.
So the pen is not a gimmick, as you've seen. So what I do basically is that like the information gula I want to know about, right? That's gonna help me out. So what I do is I keep a pen and a notebook when I'm in a call, and then যে সময় like I ask these questions তারা যা বলে I write them down. So these are basically let's say attacking points ঠিক আছে weak points so এগুলো ইনফরমেশনগুলো যে সময় আমি লিখে রাখতেছি buzzwordsগুলো লিখে রাখতেছি what I'm gonna do later which you're gonna see that I'm gonna piece these informations together and then try to make the solution like make the solution connected with our agency so let's say যে এই হলো গিয়ে প্রবলেম এই হলো গিয়ে সলিউশনস ঠিক আছে সো আমি প্রবলেমগুলো আমি লিখে রাখতেছি and and then ওকে আমি বলবো যে আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে সলিউশনটা কি হইতে পারে and then ওকে সলিউশনটা দেখাবো and then I'm gonna show that যে এই যে সলিউশন প্রবলেম থেকে সলিউশনটা যাওয়ার যে রাস্তাটা এই যে গ্যাপটা this gap is being closed by us that's how I'm gonna frame the whole thing
Because
180, damn, okay.
yeah, it's very high compared to like typical things, and it's very like I didn't expect to actually scale the store because I was like, I'm so used to drop shipping like $30 products to like teenagers on TikTok or some shit, and now like my target audience is like 40 to 60, like bike.
আমার মতে তো ন্যাকামি করা লাগবে না, you can be pretty casual about it. লেখাটা, I don't know why I'm exaggerating the লেখালেখি part.
Because like the way I took my angle on this is I mean there's a lot of organic stuff on this product. It's just like kind of like a body cam GoPro looking thing, and I was like, I needed to like take myself away from the competition, and I angled myself towards strictly like motorcycle, like men who do that, and then I found a lot of progress in that. But recently, I don't know, that maybe I'm not on top of my creatives, but that concept hasn't been like killing it as much as it used to be. So now I'm trying to shift it towards like kind of like an emergency, kind of like when you're riding as a motorcycle, you want to be safe and you want to make sure like if any accident happens, you can like have everything recording all the time. And I don't know, that concept has been a little bit working, but now I'm kind of shifting between the two. But that's kind of where I am right now in terms of what I'm trying to do with this store.
Okay. What's your ad spend currently?
Do you want it for this month or overall?
Yeah, let's do this month. Like even a ballpark would work.
Okay, let me check. So the first of this month to the 25th, 70,000, and
Okay, that's good.
ROAS 2.07.
So you're doing all the creatives in-house or yourself, right?
Like by just me editing the creative? Yeah, it's just me.
So what has been your biggest struggle for you in terms of like scaling? Was it finding the angle for scaling the ads, or
I think it's
So what I'm doing here is that I'm asking the right questions. I'm asking questions that he needs to think about. So let's say when I'm asking him what's your name, he says Kevin. So a questionটা answer করার জন্য he's not thinking about it, or like when I'm asking generic questions like এটা কি ওইটা কি AOV কি ad spend কি, he can just like search them up or look them up and then give me an exact number. So he's not using any brain power. So what makes a good question is when the client or the prospect you're trying to close takes their time and then says that, oh okay, I have to think about that, and then they think. So that's when you know that okay, that's a good question, and like you're going on the right way.
Well, for me at the start, so like obviously Dennis referred me to you guys. He actually referred me to a good supplier because I realized I was getting like a very not great price, and my price was definitely a lot higher than every other competitor, which isn't a bad thing, but my COGS are really high. But he gave me a new supplier, and now my margins are like a lot better. Like if I do like a 2 ROAS, that's probably like a 25 high 25s in margins. And before I had to do like a 2.5 ROAS to get that same margins. And even if I do like 1.8 ROAS, I'll be at like 20% or somewhere around there. But I don't know. I think it's like I get a winner for maybe a week or two, and then all of a sudden ROAS starts going down. Then I'm trying to hustle for another winner. But my last winner that I just like my last latest spending ad, this was the longest one I've ever had. It ran for like a month, and I think I spent over 50,000 on it, and it's been doing really well for me. But ever since, that one has been slowing down a little bit. So now it's been like the last 3 days, margins have gone a lot lower. But today, I mean, it's good today, but I really want to keep it. But looking at an overall month, I'm at around, let me see, I think 25% margins, which is in the range where I want to be. But it's just a matter of keeping that pushing forward. And let me see.
Yeah, with email, it'll be a lot easier to keep that stable and bring that up as well. So even when your ads aren't doing their best.
Yeah, to be specific, like I got the supplier recently, so now I think it'll be easier to keep my margins up. But so far, from the first 25th today, 152,000 in revenue with Right now my margin's 23, which I hope I'll get it up later on as soon as I hire others, get more creative output and all that.
Makes sense.
So what I have been doing when he was explaining that or problem gula ki what was his struggle is that he was using some key buzzwords or like specifically mention করতেছিল যে okay this is what I'm facing trouble with এটা নিয়ে প্যারা খাইতেছি এটা নিয়ে প্যারা খাইতেছি so what I'm doing is exactly word for word ও যে প্যারাগুলা খাইতেছে ওগুলা আমি like point out করতেছি in my notebook.
What's your overall goal with the store? Like, what's your vision? Do you wanna like, if you see that it's not working for, let's say, another 1 or 2 weeks, are you like game for doubling down and then locking in to see if any other like ad strategy works, or are you gonna like pump and dump type?
My
stuff?
plan is to not pump and dump this because I think it's a product that like this. I mean, it's a product that competes with like Insta360 GoPro. It's a thing that like the angles for this are literally almost limitless in my opinion because there's some angles that people take on like snowboarding angles, like skater people, bicycle people, anything lifestyle. If I can find an angle for it, that's what I'll do. Like for this one, I just chose the motorcycle because I saw a competitor run it and he was doing well. I was like, you know what, I gotta hop on this quick. I ran that motorcycle for the majority of it and that did really well. But then once it gets like winter or something, I might cater it towards another angle. And then when summer comes, etc., there's like vlogging people do. There's a lot of UGC for this, which I haven't taken that route yet. But I did it for a little bit, but I think I was less experienced. That was like 2 months ago. I did UGC. It did well for a little bit, but I didn't have like a congruent landing page for it, which I will do soon. So I'm gonna try to implement UGC. But for now, I want to take this as much as I can. Hopefully, get some like custom packaging, maybe exit if I can later on. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm still very new to this. Everything feels new, and it's like I'm like learning every day like how to go about these things.
Awesome. Yeah, I get you. Yeah. So what's your vision for Q4? Like, what's the number that you wanna hit this Q4, and you're gonna be like, okay, like this is something that I can pursue more time in, and this is something that's gonna work out for me.
So you see, this question is based more towards what he wants, like specifically. তো এখন যেমন like এর আগের question ছিল what struggle he's going through, and then that's like overall struggle, and then now it's like what do you want? ঠিক আছে, let's say this struggle works out. তো struggle গুলো work out করলে what are you expecting? So you see like আমি একদিক দিয়ে by him not understanding, but like like psychologically আর কি আমি একদিক দিয়ে I'm figuring out the problem যে what ও কি প্যারা খাইতেছে, and আরেকদিক দিয়ে I'm figuring out the solution, so what he wants out of everything.
Man, that's such a hard question because so like it's like if you asked me a couple months ago, hey Kevin, you're gonna make 1,000 or profit every day for a whole month, and then I would be like now that I've done it, it doesn't like obviously I want to aim higher. Sorry.
I think you.
Oh, sorry. I mean, I feel like my expectations keep growing every day. Like every time I hit a new milestone, it never stops. But I hit like a 9.5K day with it was like 35% margins. I want to hit maybe at least double, maybe a 20K day. But if I hit like a 20 to 30K day, I'll be really happy during Q4.
Awesome. So goal for Q4 would be 20K days.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So
this is easy.
Okay. So for hitting 20K days, like what has been your like game plan? So are you gonna like where do you wanna focus on to hit that 20K day like framework or like that milestone?
My plan to hit like a 20K day so far, because I hit that 10K day. I've done it twice this month, and I'm literally just a one-man team, just ripping creatives, ripping a couple clips together, putting it in. I feel like I don't even have any structure, especially with like my my emails. I also have no VAs. I'm doing all the work myself. I don't have the time to really focus on the brand because I'm just working in the brand, and it's like I also have school too, and I have studies to keep up with, and it's like it's a lot. So just combining VAs, and email marketing, and then me developing a good concept that I'm gonna run throughout all of Q4 and actually stick to one avatar instead of, because I think maybe I'm trying to bling around the place too much, and it's kind of making fluctuation in my sales. So I gotta get that set up.
Yeah. So far,
Okay, so now what I'm gonna try to do is এতক্ষণ ধরে যতগুলা ইনফরমেশন যতগুলা বাজওয়ার্ডস আমি কালেক্ট করছি ওগুলা সব কয়টাকে আমি একটা সুন্দর সেন্টেন্সে সাজাবো, হ্যাঁ, and then সাজায় আমি ওকে শোনাবো যে আচ্ছা from his language, from his mouth, this is your problem and then this is where you wanna be.
like getting through that 20K days, you are lacking structure in the team. You're having creative ads fatigue, so coming up with angles and then maintaining the angles. And then because of that, you're also having a bit of budget issues because you're getting like 25% margin right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to be honest, like using that money to again spend on ads, it's not much. Like you're not taking much to your home, right?
Yeah.
And also the most important thing for you is time constraint. So like giving your, pieces of you to every aspect of an ecom brand, like it's like not like you're not using 100% of your potential. So what you should be focusing on, it's like pumping those ads and then like thinking creatively on what angles you can find out and what you can scale, right?
For sure.
Yeah, so এখন what I basically did was যে প্রবলেমগুলো আমি পয়েন্ট আউট করছি and then I'm making him realize যে okay, these are the problems, because মাঝে মাঝে what happens যে you need someone else to point you out যে ঠিক আছে মেহেদি এগুলো প্রবলেম হইতেছে তোমার মাঝে, fix them. So even though he knows প্রবলেমগুলো এগুলো, এরপরেও like I'm taking accountability to show him যে okay, these are the problems, like you 20K days এ যাওয়ার জন্য you need to solve these problems, হ্যাঁ। এখন I'm gonna come যে ওকে প্রবলেম পাইলাম, গোল পাইলাম, সলিউশনটা কি? ইউ সি যে how I'm making a bridge between problems and the goal. So মাঝখানে হলো গিয়ে the solution bridge, and then I'm gonna be the magic savior who's gonna like make that solution bridge and then present it to him.
So that makes our work a lot easier. So we exactly know what we can work on in terms of getting to that 20K day benchmark for Q4. So for that, you're obviously gonna need a good email marketing funnel because like as you've like already seen, money is actually made on the retention side and in the long-term process. So if you were planning to do like a pump and dump store with this one also, like I would have like recommended to go with another email marketer or to find a another way. But like what we specialize on is we specialize on like retention, because you need the customers to come back so that you don't need to pay much on the ads and then make money on the back end so that you can spend and scale on Meta and other angles on Facebook, right? Yeah, so we definitely want to work long term, and then we want to keep a long-term relation, and then for you to make that money on the long-term game and then keep making that specific amount. So how we are gonna go on about the email side of things is like you mentioned that you only have some emails set up in Shopify, right?
Yeah, it's very basic. I think I looked at it.
Yeah.
It just says, "Hey, you left this in your cart," like something really simple like that. That's about it.
So are you familiar with Klaviyo?
I am familiar with like the
Klaviyo is basically the software that we use for email marketing.
app, and that's what typically people use, but never actually literally used it myself.
Yeah, that's the software that like what people use for sending emails and campaigns. So you can divide that, like the ESP, the Klaviyo, into like three parts. It has like 3 rules. So having an automation, which is basically the the add to cart, add to checkout, and then welcome flow when someone like subscribes to your newsletter or pop-up form, and then browse abandon when someone like checks out a product and then leaves, and then site abandon, someone like goes into the landing page or the home page and then leaves, and the post purchase where someone buys and then you don't want to like, you paid for them, so you don't want to lose them, right? So you try to upsell them on different stuffs and make them a recurring revenue stream. So since Q4 is coming along, what you want to do is you want to like curate customers. So you want to like marinate them into like buying them and then getting that 20K hitting that 20K benchmark. So what's gonna happen if we get onboarded is we're gonna set up the pop-up form for you and then make the automation side and then start sending out weekly campaigns. So we typically send around 2 to 3 campaigns. And fun fact about us is that like you're gonna see like other email marketers do is they send like, let's say 10% promos, 15% promos, because since like you are sending on a consistent basis, you kind of run out of like creative ideas. So what we do is we do a bunch of brand research. Gary here is an expert on that. So he's gonna check out all your ICP, what your brand is about, and what exact angles are working. So one more thing that you mentioned, that you were having like angle fatigues, right? So you're kind of coming up with an angle and then that's not working. So you're kind of like confused at what works and what not. So a very helpful thing that's going to help you out in the email side, that when we're going to send campaigns, we're going to test up angles for you. So one campaign would be about, let's say, the biking angle, right? So it would be like, okay, like you are into like dirt bikes, stunt bikes, mountain bikes. So you can like capture those moments through emails. And one more thing is that you need like footages in the ads to, target the specific campaigns. We can make our own like, images for the emails. So we can target that specific, specific niche or specific market, like let's say bikes, and we can test them out in the campaigns. And then if we see good results, we're going to be like, hey, Kevin, this works. You can try this out on ads. And then you're going to like instantly benefit from them. That's going to be a quick win for you, because those customers want to receive your email and are interested in your product, right? Because they like already subscribe to your newsletter. So since they're already like, marinated and already know that, okay, this is their product aware. So finding a good angle that actually resonates with them and then works would be a piece of cake if we know what we are doing. So yeah, we can definitely test out different campaigns, different campaign angles coming up, and then be prepared for Q4. So we're gonna like marinate the list, that we're gonna like tease them for Q4 deals, that okay, we're gonna do like some offers, we're gonna run some offer stuffs and that sort of stuff. And yeah, hopefully we marinate them enough and then like, hype them up enough to get the 20K day or every day for PFCM. And
So এখানে a few mistakes that I made was the like এত লম্বা সময় ধরে যে আমি কথা বলতেছি, I wasn't taking feedback যে আচ্ছা, is he getting it, is he understanding, is he following up with me, is it getting boring? Because when you're like একলা এত লম্বা সময় ধরে এত details বলতেছো, এটা না ওইটা না হ্যান ত্যান, they're gonna get bored, bro. Like they're gonna get annoyed, they're gonna get bored. So even though this is something that he needs to know, what you want to do is you want to make it short, you want to make it precise, concise, and then you're going to try to hit his touch points. So basically like ওর প্রবলেম গুলা বারবার টাচ করা ট্রাই করবা overall. Like so what I did here is যে like ওর যে অ্যাড ফেটিক বা অ্যাঙ্গেল ফেটিক যেটা ছিল, লাইক ও ক্রিয়েটিভলি চিন্তা ভাবনা করতে পারতেছে না, সো ওই প্রবলেমটা আমি বারবার মেনশন করতেছি যে ওকে we can solve this by testing out campaigns ourselves, testing out angles ourselves. We can solve that. So এই তো, অ্যান্ড দেন ওয়ান মোর থিং আমি বারবার মেনশন করতেছি যে ওই যে ও একবার বলছে যে ওর গোল হলে গিয়ে 20 to 30K ডেজ। হ্যাঁ, আমি বারবার whenever I get the chance আমি বারবার মেনশন করতেছি ওকে উই ক্যান গেট ইউ দ্যাট 20K ডে, উই ক্যান গেট ইউ দ্যাট 20K ডে। তো ওর মাথায় আনকনসিয়াসলি সেট আপ হয়ে যাবে যে ও ওকে আমার গোল 20K ডে, এই ছেলেটা পারবে আমাকে 20K ডে নিয়ে যেতে। সো I'm like seeding that thought into his mind.
you also mentioned that this is your first Q4, right?
Yeah.
So we've been like in the space for around 2 years now.
Bluff. Try to bluff if you can pull it off. We haven't been in the space for 2 years. We've been only here for 1 year. But if you can bluff it out, bluff it out.
and then we've been working with multiple 6 to 7 figure brands, and then we know that what actually works in
We do know what actually works. এমন না যে লাইক এক বছর মানে এক বছর জায়গায় 2 বছর বলে it's like we are lying, because we already know that okay, we are the best, we provide very good services. So we kind of like, if you can bluff your way into, you know, convincing the clients, like bluff a thing or two.
or like when you're trying to like test offers, then you also have to like, you know, optimize your sale page. So like what bundles that work,
So এখানে আমি কি করতেছি, আমার সার্ভিসের বাইরে we are talking about other stuffs. So ধরো যে what the thought process behind this is basically যে I know your market instead of like I know what you need, I know your market, I know your niche, ঠিক আছে? Like thing is he needs to resonate with me to go, like আমার সাথে কাজ করার জন্য he needs to resonate with me. So let's say আমি একটা বিক্রেতা, and then there is a ক্রেতা, right? So এখন আমি নিজে যদি একটা ক্রেতা না হয়ে থাকি, if I never had that experience, like ধরো সবজি কেনার ক্ষেত্রেও, like if I never spend my own money buying like, you know, anything in the market, so I wouldn't know যে আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে জিনিসপত্রের দাম আসলেই বেশি, হ্যাঁ? তো তখন আমি যখন লাইক আমি আবার বিক্রি করতেছি মানুষের কাছে, তো I'd be unconsciously I think যে ও আচ্ছা লাইক I know ওদের ওই সাইডে থাকতে কেমন, একটা ক্রেতা হইতে কতটা কষ্ট হইতে পারে, সো I like মানে কি বলে, based on that I'll compromise. তো আমি যদি ওর কষ্টটাই না বুঝি, ওর নিশটা বা ওর লাইক, আমি তো একটা স্পেসিফিক জায়গায় আমি এক্সপার্ট, অন্যান্য জায়গা নিয়ে আমার যদি আইডিয়াই না থাকে, তাহলে ওর আর আমার যে ভিশন বা ওর আমার যে লাইক, ইউ নো, কানেকশনটা বিল্ড আপ হবে না, কজ তো আই অনলি নো ওয়ান সাইড এন্ড বাকি সাইডগুলো নিয়ে আমার কোনো আইডিয়াই নেই. So you're gonna see যে I'm talking about other stuffs as well as the service that we provide.
works, and then what offer works specifically in holiday seasons, because let's say Cyber Monday and Black Friday and Cyber Monday ends, then you also have to target like on the holiday seasons, right?
বারবার খালি what বলতেছে, this is pretty annoying, do forgive, and then I'm gonna fix this on the next call.
So you have to like change the offer based on that, change your creatives based on that, change your email angles based on that. So we act like, from work experience with like bigger brands, we know that what offer works, and then we're gonna like help you out on the offers, structuring your offers and structuring your bundles, and how you're gonna like, you know, go on about for Q4 and BFCM, like what's the ideal way to scale in Q4 or like the main events. So I already like made a bunch of looms for the other brands that we work with, and if we get onboarded, I'm definitely gonna send them to you, and then we can have a one-on-one call on what specifically can we do when, like, to hit the 20k goal. And yeah,
Again, I'm mentioning the 20k goal কেমনে, লাইক এখন আমি যেভাবে কলটা স্ট্রাকচার করে ফেলছি যে ওর 20k গোল, এখন আমারও 20k গোল, লাইক this is our goal that we need to hit, and then I'm talking to him like okay, কি করলে we can hit the 20k goal.
go on from there, and hopefully like we even exceed the 20k mark. What do you say?
Yeah, I think a question that arose while you were talking is you were talking about like testing specific angles through emails and like say like the biking one.
So that's why you need to like, you know, shrink what you say, like ধাপে ধাপে you need to talk, cause এই যে আমি লাইক এই যে অ্যাঙ্গেল নিয়ে যে সময় কথা বলছি, ইট ওয়াজ লেটস সে প্রবাবলি কথা বলার ফার্স্ট হাফে, ঠিক আছে? তো এখন ওর যে সময় কোয়েশ্চেনটা ওর মাথায় আসছে, হ্যাঁ মাথায় আসার পর হি ওয়াজ থিঙ্কিং অফ দ্য কোয়েশ্চেন, অ্যান্ড দেন এর পরের হাফে আমি যা যা বলছি ও শুনেই নাই, ও খেয়ালই করে নাই, বিকজ ওর কোয়েশ্চেন নিয়ে লাইক চিন্তা করতেছিল। দ্যাটস ওয়াই প্রত্যেকটা সাব টপিক হিট করার পর ইউ নিড টু গিভ এ পজ, ইউ নিড টু let them, you need to like, you know, check if they're like, you know, they're moving with you, and then if everything's good, you like move on to the next topic. But আমি এখানে ওকে লাইক বুঝারও চান্স দিতেছি না, কথা বলারও চান্স দিতেছি না, আমি খালি বের করে বলেই যেতেছি। So this is something that you should avoid.
Motorcycle one lifestyle you see. I just want to know like how could you make the different angles in your emails like congruent with like, cause say I have, unless it's like I just go all in on one angle, like I could try to diversify and like horizontally scale with my ads. For like, I say I have like a campaign for the motorcycle guys. I have a campaign for the like the dirt bike guys. Then I have one for like lifestyle, UGC, like people using everyday lives. How could you cater emails to a different angle that I would have, and it all land towards like, say like I have the biker like motorcycle guys, and then there's like all of a sudden these sports guys, they land on the same product page, right? So it's like two different avatars going to my product page, but the pre-lander will be different because I run a listicle or an advertorial before they get to that product page. So you'll have two different avatars getting to the product page, but then your email will pop up like a flow or something like that. How do you cater towards that that customer avatar if it's different?
Awesome question, man. What promises do you deliver for the customers, like customer service and then warranty and guarantee if you have any, or do you have any? Yeah,
This is a mistake that I made. Like কথা বলার মাঝখানে I remember যে ও আছে নাকি একবার চেক মেরে দেখি, and then I got distracted. So don't do this. Like if you want to check something, like ও কথা বলার সময় check it, or like নিজে কথা বলার সময় don't be like একবার চেক করে দেখি, and then like pivot away from what you were talking.
so 24/7 live support, that 30-day guarantee and free shipping USPs that you have, those stuffs. And
USP means unique selling points.
yeah, anything that makes the customer believe in you rather than the other players in the market, and then sees you as the superior product, sees your product as the superior product. We're gonna like try to make that, like put that into a system in the flows. So even though they come from, let's say, motorcycle angle or snowboard angle, or like usual lifestyle angles, they all of them are gonna have the same questions, right? Okay, how long does the battery last? Or is this waterproof? Or what else? Is it rugged? Like how tough the build quality is. So once you hit those specific, like once you handle those specific questions in your email flows, no matter like what angles they come from, they're gonna like convert, because they are like in an email sequence, and then the emails are gonna be personalized towards their action, right?
I mean, yeah, you're pretty spot on there. Those are actually some questions that I do get.
So এই পুরা কথা বলার সময় একদম লাস্টে যে কথাগুলো বলছি, those were like the valid points আর কি, যেটা আমার like জাস্ট ওই পার্টটুকু বললেও আমার like আমার এত কিছু বলা লাগতো না, জাস্ট ওই পার্টটুকু বললেই হইতো. So yeah, so like this is gonna come from a bunch of practice, like অনেক প্র্যাকটিস করার পর, but try to be more concise with your words. Like চিন্তা করো যে how can you say something more efficiently, কজ এখানে ওরও টাইমকে রেসপেক্ট করতে হবে, অ্যান্ড দেন তোমার নিজের টাইমকেও রেসপেক্ট করতে হবে. তো বারবার এক সেন্টেন্স ঘুরায় পেঁচায় রিপিট করার কোনো মানে হয় না. দিস শোজ দ্যাট how you lack structure in your brain and you lack structure for your thoughts.
That I do need to make clear, the ones about battery time, emails, some of them are, because the way this connects is you download an app and then it live records to the app, and then that's where you transfer the files. Some have questions about that. I mean, I have the FAQ on my page, but it's like obviously not everyone's going to go below the fold and read the whole thing. And there's one thing that has came up that has come to my attention through reading the comments on my ads and feedback from emails that I answer constantly. It's like a lot of them ask, why do I, because what people do is, I think other like, there's like guys that run the same product. They just grab a trending product that they see on Facebook ads, and then they go on Amazon actually and they list it. But their SEOs that they list a bunch of the companies that sell. Like I see my competitors in the same title. Like they have my title on Amazon, then they have competitor names on Amazon. And I actually saw like the past month, there's been like 100+ orders. And this high AOV item, like 100 orders in this, is like kind of significant. And it's like, I'm getting a lot of emails and comments saying, hey, why is your camera on Amazon but cheaper? And then it's like, I think that has been eating me up a little bit. And I mean, I have to make it clear, but I can't really make it clear to everyone, because then I have to email every single person. And
so
Yeah, I've been dealing with that. I'm like I didn't realize this was such a big deal because I feel like I'm definitely losing people because of that. And
Yeah,
then also
so-
people
Mhm.
posting it. Like I've seen a post of my brand on Reddit, and people were like some people were trying to discuss it, and I'm like, damn, this is a lot deeper than it really goes on the surface level.
Yeah. So me and Gary got actually like laughing because like we just had a few days back, we just had one of our seven-figure brands that come up to us like with the same
The
like,
same
you know,
issue, yeah.
yeah,
We had to
yeah,
go and do Amazon awareness, fake awareness emails and Amazon awareness emails and all that fun stuff. But yeah,
So my partner here is like exhausted as fuck. He had like a long day of work, and then or time it's রাত 4টা বাজে and he needs to wake up at 7. So, sometimes both of you are in your like তোমাদের এনার্জির পিক হিট করতেছো or like একজন ডাউন একজন ইয়ে. So you see like try to like if you have a partner, try to like uplift the other one by being more energetic yourself. So laugh more, be more, be more energetic, vibe with the client more, cause like এত সময় ধরে what like Garrick has been just just present there, and he hasn't had that much of an influence in the call. So happens মাঝে মাঝে. So what you need to do is you need to like compromise based on the situation.
happens a lot because there's so many people that are just out to make a quick buck. So like they'll do anything they can to get money wherever they can. But in terms of what we do with email, we can make your customers more aware. The ones on Amazon are fake. They're not the same quality. They don't have the guarantee that we have. All that kind of stuff.
yeah, we actually like ran like a week of campaigns like awareing people that okay, the Amazon ones are fake, and then this is the real one, like to get them back and then make them like build their trust with us instead of the Amazon ones. So that's definitely something.
The brands were that brand we were working with was like reporting them on Amazon, but of course it takes Amazon a couple of days to go through the process of removing them and all that fun stuff. So
Okay.
Yeah,
I mean that makes sense how you guys go about it.
yeah, we can definitely like help you out on that as well because we've been
So এখানে a smart thing happened is that ও একটা problems share করছে, and then this is a problem এটা নতুন surface করা start করছে, and then luckily we like actually we had a brand that was facing the same issue, and then we already know how to tackle that. So instantly ওর একটা প্রবলেমের solution বার করছি যে, so now he thinks যে okay they are like they're aware of the trends, like they know what to do, they have solutions for everything.
as you can tell, we've been experienced on finding out scammers and like showing them to the world, exposing them.
I completely blacked out. Expose wordটা আমার মাথাতেই আসতেছিল না, পরে আসছে like what is this showing them to the world, Allah.
But yeah, so even like let's say even if they do like they do run the store in Amazon, like it's the same as like pump and dump idea, right? They run it for a few days, like they get like bad reviews and then they just disappear. So in the long run, you're definitely gonna win because you have the like upper edge in terms of like quality and then maintaining like that customer relationship, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly, yeah. So what else do you have?
Kevin, do you have any more questions? Because if you don't, I have some questions for you then here, looking at, just taking a look at your store.
I think another question I have is in terms of like refinement. Like say we run like our emails and then like I'm not sure how you guys operate, like because I've had people I've been talking to, one guy does like a flat rate plus a percentage of recovered revenue rate, and then one guy does a full one-time payment up front. He does the sets all the flows up because he told me, he was like, if you're just starting out, you got to get everything set up like 0 to 1, could take the first step first. He's like he said something about like don't rush into campaigns just yet until you have this first thing set up, and then talking about that, and then I mean now I'm talking to obviously you guys, and I don't know how you guys operate, like monthly basis, where you go, we work together for several months, or it's just like a setup thing, and then you guys kind of refine as we go on. And like, say we run these flows or emails, and like there's a change that needs to be made. Obviously, if there needs to be changes made, and if we work together like a monthly basis, then obviously we're still working together. But if you guys like a one-time payment thing, which I don't know if you guys are or not, I mean that's a question that has been brought up on the calls that I've been on so far.
So now what Kevin is trying to do is like what basically happened is we pricing এর বিষয়টা came up. So now we're gonna like structure ourselves in terms of pricing.
Yeah, okay, perfect. Actually, your questions take us right into what I was gonna kind of talk to you and ask you about anyway. Because I was looking at your site and there's like no pop-up. So I know you mentioned you have like the basic emails, but like I went to the bottom and put in my email and got nothing, and then I went and added the product to cart and still got nothing. So I don't even think you have the basic emails running. So I think we're going to get into Fiverr and actually look and see, or whatever, whatever you're using and look and see. But yeah, the first thing you need to do is
Don't do what I'm doing. I'm like হাত আঙ্গুল ফুটাইতেছিলাম, হ্যাঁ. So this shows that you are nervous because আমি এখানে প্যানিক করতেছিলাম. So আমার like unconsciously আমি হাত ফুটানো স্টার্ট করছি. But like এরকম উঠা, doing this, adjusting your seat, এরকম হাত নড়ানড়ি, চেহারায় হাত দেওয়া, এগুলা, this shows that you're nervous. So একটা upright positionে থাকবা, and then talk straight to the camera, and then do movement, but not one of those stress indication movement.
your flows set up, and then once the flows are set up, we're going to need to probably work on deliverability for a while, because if you haven't been sending any emails at all, then we start sending hundreds of emails or thousands of emails a day, then your ESP gets flagged and your domain gets flagged.
You land on spam, basically.
Yeah, you land in spam, which then no one sees your emails. So the first thing we would do is you set up the flows and work on your deliverability. So yeah, campaigns would probably be a little bit down the road, but again, we'd have to get in and actually look and see what's going on and see if there are emails that have been sent or not. The way we work is we do a monthly retainer. So basically you pay us a flat fee up front. And then we keep working with you, every month you pay us that flat fee, we keep working with you, we keep, making campaigns. If there's any updates that are needed for flows, like any massive revamps, we handle that. We typically do 5 A/B tests a month for each brand that we work with. Yeah, we basically handle email for you. We cover email. We take it completely off your plate. We make it so all you do is just receive the money, basically.
Yeah. That I mean, yeah, I literally don't have a pop-up. The only email I think that has been set up that I've seen actually go out that it says like delivered is the only one where it's like abandoned cart, or abandoned checkout, but that only happens after like 10 hours of the abandoned checkout or cart. That's I think that's the only.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah, I think that's like the only thing I've actually seen been done in the email side of things. But besides that, like I noticed, like I don't have a pop-up for. It's like,
yeah,
it's like on every website that I've seen, every good competitor, it's always like, hey, take this 10%, or, oh no, I want to pay full price. And you say no, it's obviously they're going to sign up for it. And then obviously you'll convert a little better because there's a discount. And then, I mean, that'll be a big help for me. I noticed like, I really don't have things set up. Like I said, I feel, even though I've hit like 150K a month, I'm so unstructured. It's actually, I'm surprised that I've even hit this 100K plus whatever. And I feel like, yeah, I'm like, dude, like, how did I even get this far while winging? I've been winging it this whole time. And now I'm trying to put my mind to it. I'm going to get a full structure set up. I'm going to clean everything up, set everything up. And then, I mean, hopefully hit 20K days during all of Black Friday, whatever. Do my best.
Yeah, of course. And like Maddie said earlier, you've already paid for you've already paid for every single person that comes to your site. So you might as well get your money's worth and get as many of them, to stick around and open your emails as possible. So, but yeah, so as I was saying, like our monthly retainer. We do a one-time. It's a upfront 3K per month retainer. And basically, like Mahdi was mentioning earlier, it's 3 to 4 campaigns per week. Once we get campaigns in full, running at full speed, because of course we can make sure deliverability is on point first. We manage all your flows. We do 5 A/B tests per month. We give you a weekly report. We handle everything for you basically. Mahdi is also a Klaviyo partner, so like whenever if anything does come up and there's any issues with Klaviyo, he has VIP access to customer support, and usually gets answers the exact same day.
Yeah.
And we don't.
Yeah. Sorry.
And just to because I think you mentioned earlier, and just to kind of get this out here, because we've also heard from
I'm lagging right now. Pardon that.
other people that about like email brands that come back at the end of the month and then ask for a percentage or something. We don't do that. It's a flat retainer, and that's it.
Yeah, that's more ideal. Because when I heard that from that first guy that I talked to, because I didn't know anything. That was like my first call about email flows and marketing, and I was like, I don't know. Taking percentage is kind of deep, because if I do big numbers throughout the whole thing, like this guy's gonna get paid like an insane amount. And I was looking for flat rate fees, obviously, and
Yeah.
I mean my budget's not like super low. Like I'm obviously willing to invest in like a good email marketing team, whatever. But I do have one question, because you talked about retention with the email flows, and I mean, this product is a higher ticket product. I feel like it is a little bit harder to get retention, especially because it's not like a what's it called, like consumable product where you get it like every month or so. And it's also like, I mean, you could get it as a gift. I've had returning customers before. It's not a very high amount at all. It's very rare to see it. And some people buy more than one for sure. I've had some people buy like 3 or 4 at once. And I mean, how would you guys go about that in terms of my product? Because this is completely different from like a supplement for retention.
So
This was a very tricky question for us as well, কারণ like we haven't like এরকম one time purchase, like this is a one time purchase product, right? So এই ধরনের প্রোডাক্টের রিটেনশন মানে রিকারিং কাস্টমার্স কিভাবে আনা যায়, like we kind of know, but like এখন যে জিজ্ঞেস করছে যে we are kind of like we went blank যে ওকে like আমরা জানি যে টুকটাক কেমনে আনা লাগে, বাট এক্সাক্ট স্ট্রাকচার সাজায় ওরে কেমনে বলবো এইটার আমরা লাইক জানি না, বিকজ উই নেভার কেম অ্যাক্রস দিস কোয়েশ্চেন। তো গ্যারিক তো আর ঘুমের চোটে কাইন্ড অফ ব্ল্যাঙ্কই হয়ে গেছে, অ্যান্ড দেন আমি পুরো লাইক আই অলসো ওয়েন্ট ব্ল্যাঙ্ক। সো আই এম লাইক একটু জিব্রিশ বলে আই এম লাইক 19-20 বুঝা চাইতেছি যে ওকে এই কোয়েশ্চেন থেকে লাইক সরা যায় কিনা।
you mentioned that you're like what ICP are men's, right? So we actually like work with a brand that has the like same ICP as you. So they're like what? They're in the construction niche, right? So they sell like
yeah, like I mean, are you talking about their brand or in terms of marketing?
So
okay.
It's a similar situation. It's a male audience construction niche. It's like one of those blowers, but it's one of those like little handheld vacuum blower things. But they use it for cleaning out tools. So it's also something that lasts a long time, and it's a higher ticket as well. I think the new one is like $100 and some.
Yeah.
And it's like one of those things that you typically buy once. But they, we started working with them on their 2.0, and they're already on they've upgraded to 3.0 now. When they actually did the 3.0 launch, we helped them make, I don't even remember how much it was. It was like almost 10K with one email, I think. And they're a smaller brand too, but with their product, there, over time, there's things that they can add on. They added, for example, like battery packs or whatever. I think with your product, you could even, as you're, taking money that you're getting and reinvesting, you could look into maybe like stickers or like a case or something, like different styles for the case or something like that. But yeah. I mean, yes, it's something you can gift. It's something, I don't know how to...
So কথা বলতে বলতে গ্যারিক লাইক টোটালি এই টপিক ওর মেইন কোয়েশ্চেন থেকে পিভট করে ফেলছে যে ওকে লাইক ওর কোশ্চেন ছিল যে কিভাবে উই আর গানা মেক কাস্টমার্স বাই এগেইন and then we totally took the conversation to okay you can add this and then make the product interesting but আমরা এখনো এটা bring up করি নাই যে oh okay this is how you make them buy again তো while Garrick was talking about this আমি like I was trying to gather my thoughts যে আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে এটা একটা পয়েন্ট হইতে পারে ওইটা একটা পয়েন্ট হইতে পারে so I'm like figuring out how to answer that question.
Battery and stuff works, but I'm sure it's, you know, if you're gonna be out all day biking or whatever, it's gonna be something runs out.
Yeah. So what?
More
Yeah.
you
So
know.
what?
Yeah, so at this point, like Garrick became pretty clueless and then pretty blank because this is a question we never came across. And then I'm like trying to restructure what Garrick said, and then like আবার ওর দিকে আবার pivot করা try করতেছি.
Yeah. So adding on to Garrick is basically like with the example of the other brand, we have around like 11% retention rate on the other males the construction brand. So how our strategy worked on that brand was that we like or we give them a coupon code or a gift card. You know what gift cards are, right? So
Yeah.
we give
So don't do this. এই অভ্যাসটা কেন জানি আমার মাঝে আছে I don't know. But আমি like just করলাম যে you know what gift cards are, right? Of course he knows what gift cards are, হ্যাঁ. So I'm making him feel dumb or like আমি ওর একটা dumb question জিজ্ঞেস করছি, হ্যাঁ. So a better way to ask the same question is you are familiar with gift cards, right? How gift card works. So এইভাবে বলা উচিত ছিল instead of do you know what gift cards are? So this was pretty dumb of me.
a gift card and then we tell them that okay, if you refer to a friend and then if he
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned upsells. I don't have any post purchase, so the two upsells I offer for this is because like a lot of questions I get, it's like, hey, if I want to buy this and I go on, so like my first angle on this product was like very specific. It was like 40-year-olds to 60-year-old men who ride bikes that like to like not in the South, but like very like my ads were just like very organic, saying like, oh, every mile needs to be remembered, like POV, and it was like a video of some guy on their bike, just a POV of them riding in the mountains, and in the comments were like, hey, I remember like these are the good old days, or like, man, I miss these days, and there's a lot of comments like that. So it's very tapping into like not
nostalgia.
like yeah, it's like a nostalgia, or it's like, oh, this moment was like amazing. I wish I could have captured it. That was like my first angle that did well that I might have to look back into, but so it's like those are the ones where those are longer times, right? Like I say like the battery on this lasts 2 to 3 hours, but I also offer a portable charger when you, because if obviously you're not going to ride for 3 hours straight, you take a break, you go, say you go sit down, you eat, stop at a gas station. The portable charger is there for you to charge while you're in the idle, not actually recording at that time. And then I also offer as another upsell a box to put, because what comes in the package is like a lot of accessories. It's like a waterproof case, the necklace, the helmet mount, the bike mount. There's like I think it was like 8 or 9 in there, and there's no actual like you have the case that it comes with, right? But the box isn't like, you don't take that with you in public because it kind of just looks a little weird. So I kind of offer just like a box to store your stuff in. It's like a
Type of travel case.
Yeah, just a travel case.
That's cool.
People take that. People take the charger all the time. It's ever since I added it, it's been doing very well for me. But I don't have a post purchase right now. I'm maybe thinking about adding SD card for post purchase, bigger SD card, because the highest I go is 128, but the camera actually supports up to 256 gigabytes. But I might try SD card upsell or post purchase, because I don't know. I'm not really sure if I can put that in both upsell and post purchase. I don't know what your guys' experience on that, because say like I have people buy the product but they don't buy the travel box or the portable charger or the SD card. I wonder if you guys also put that in the post purchase as well.
So that's where the like whole personalization thing comes in. So we actually can like detect what the customers are interested in, what the customers are purchasing. So let's say like as you mentioned that they buy, let's say the charger upsell, and then you have, let's say, what else, the SD card, and let's say a mount, right, that they didn't buy. So our emails are gonna target those specific customers who didn't buy the what SD card and mount, and then target them with those like benefits and with those products. So let's say they buy the what mount and the SD card, and they didn't buy the charger. So we're gonna target them with the like charger email, like that has only the charger and not the other stuffs. So yeah, we are like we are gonna like personalize the emails based on what their needs and what they are buying based on their buying history. So yeah, that's something we have figured out.
Those two upsells that I have right now, and I do need the SD card upsell because I mean, might as well. I feel like people would take that. But I mean, you guys have a plan already and set. I mean, this is the first time I've actually had someone talk about my product specifically. Like other people kind of talk about like general stuff. They show me what they do. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, all of it looks really the same. They all have good designers. I mean, everyone's very competitive on that edge. But it's the first time I've actually gotten like a real plan set up, which is, I mean, I think you guys, I mean, this call is like an audit, I think is what you guys call it.
Yeah.
Which is
So
pretty helpful.
it's a more of a discovery call where like we get to know about your brand and then your ICP.
তো এখানে funny thing happened when he was saying যে okay তোমাদের সাথে কথা বলে I felt like okay you guys know your shit and then you like সবাই like everyone in the market can hire a designer and then get good designs and then what everyone else do is যে like ক্লায়েন্টকে কলে আনার সাথে সাথে দে লাইক শো যে ও আমি এটা পারি আমি ওইটা পারি আমি ওইটা করে ফেলবো এটা করে ফেলবো ওই যে ওভার প্রমিসিং এর যে পার্টটা ওইটা ওইখান থেকে আসে সো এখানে কিন্তু দেখো দ্য হোল 48 minutes that we've been talking আমরা কিন্তু একবার ওরে সেল করার ট্রাই করি নাই আমরা জাস্ট কনভারসেশন করতেছি আমি ওরে জিজ্ঞেস করতেছি প্রশ্ন ও আমায় জিজ্ঞেস করতেছে প্রশ্ন একটা বড় কিন্তু আমি বলি নাই ও আচ্ছা লাইক এটা কিনো লাইক we're trying to sell you this like you need to buy this we are gonna like আমরা তোমাকে এটা করে ফেলবো আমরা ওইটা করে ফেলবো এটা পারি আমরা ওইটা পারি আমরা একবারও আমরা এরকম করে স্ট্রাকচার করি নাই we're just like ওর কোয়েশ্চেন্স থাকলে আমরা সলভ করে দিতেছি আমাদের কোয়েশ্চেন থাকলে ও সলভ করে দিতেছে we're having a conversation basically.
At the end of the day we are marketers,
আর এই যে ও যে জিজ্ঞেস করলো যে আমাকে যে এই যে দ্যাট ওপেনিং দিল যে ও আচ্ছা তোমাদের সাথে কথা বলে আমার আসলে মজা লাগছে এখন what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna capitalize on them on that point আর কি হ্যাঁ I'll try to structure ourselves on a more higher stool.
Anyone can send campaigns, anyone can send an email, but you actually need to dive deep into what the marketing angles are and then how you want to like structure your marketing angles to get them to sell.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah, that's something we definitely do, and like we keep on doubling down to get that like big sale.
Again আমি আবার সেম ভুল করছি I over explained a lot I was talking a lot and yeah probably ওর কাছ থেকে ফিডব্যাক নিতেছিলাম না and then probably এখানে একটু নেগেটিভ পয়েন্ট খাইছি but yeah it worked out at the end.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's something that I want to definitely incorporate into my store because it's like a lot of these, like people talk about like stuff like that. Like they talk about why they want to use it, and then people are also saying, "Hey, this is also good for this too." And I have conversations with people talk about it. It's like if I could get them to like, I mean, some of them do convert because they're just already talking to each other about it. But if like a big thing, I really need like that email setup, like the awareness, like you guys said. I need the Amazon thing. I mean, it'll answer a bunch of questions. It does suck. I don't know how many emails I have actually like in a list. I mean, I assume like, I mean, everyone who purchased I mean, I have over 2,000 sales, so I assume that's over 2,000 emails on people
Yeah.
who have purchased already. And then the posts, like the abandoned carts, I'm not sure how many emails have been sent out there, but I've had a fair share of abandoned checkout emails. But I think that was also like very recent because I wasn't really aware of that. Abandoned cart.
We can like, do everything from scratch and then like take the data. We only need the profiles and then migrate the profiles to Klaviyo and then like, start from there, work our way through higher numbers and get more profiles into our back of the funnel.
Okay.
So yeah, Kevin, how are you feeling?
I mean,
until this point, what do you think?
I mean, I like it so far. It's something that I need to get done very soon. Obviously, I'm urgent to get it done. I mean, the price is fine with me. I know you guys are.
So একটা খুবই crucial point client বলছে যে the price is fine with him. So now we know that okay, price is not an issue. এখন আমাদের কাজটা কি? আমাদের কাজ হলো গিয়ে to find out okay, price issue না তো what's the issue? Like why can't you give us your money right now?
You guys been working in this space for a long time. I think you guys mentioned you guys work with some Evolve members, and I was actually thinking about joining Evolve, like just for Q4. I'm still thinking about it, but it's like, I mean, I'm gonna have a lot of more like because I'm gonna hire VAs too, so now I gotta pay VAs. I gotta get my email guys set up.
Yeah. So yeah, I can definitely help you out with that. And since like we already have clients in the server, like they're always like, sharing sauce on how to scale up, what's trending and what's not. So yeah, so being like having people around those places like, helps you personally because like what's the recent trends and what's working and what's not. So yeah, what we do is like we share all the like, stuff that we learn with the other clients and help them in their ad part, in their Google part as well. Because we want the customers on a long-term basis and we want them to grow. So if they're not growing, we're not growing either. So yeah, that's a like mindset that we have going on with about clients and like marketing, email marketing in general.
Yeah. I do have a question. Is it like obviously I'm talking to you guys. I'm assuming you guys are like kind of the face of whatever you guys run. How many people work, or do you guys? Is it just a two-man team? Is it like a agency kind of thing?
Yeah. So we have a like account manager. Like Gary handles all the creative strategies and all the like copy, market research. He handles everything that himself, and I handle your Klaviyo and then like the technical, the structuring, the offer structuring, and then everything that takes a campaign to convert, and then the psychology behind it. Me and Gary like work on that, and then we have a designer, we have an account manager who manages like uploading the campaigns, the tedious stuffs, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, and like say we move forward with this, like what can I expect to like in terms of like communication, like calls per week, or like how much would we talk?
Yeah.
Would I be talking to just one of you guys, or just two of you guys, or like I mean, like you said, Garrick's kind of like the brains behind it, and you're kind of like the constructor. You make it.
The brains of the board. Nafees the technical brain. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like all my questions have been answered at this point. I mean, I don't know what the process is going forward. I think
so. It's been so fun talking with you. So I really want to see you hit the 20K mark and even exceed it. So how about like we just let the get the ball rolling and start scaling this shit up. What do you say?
I mean, yeah, I think that's my obviously like it's a big decision. I have a little bit to think about.
So here you can see that okay, the client folded. Okay, the client wants to convert, but এখন like he's a bit hesitant because as I've mentioned that আমরা like we are we position ourselves as a more premium service because we like are in the more expensive side based on our competitors. So এখন like এত একটা significant amount আমাদের উপরে খরচ করবে কিনা একটু hesitant থাকার কথাই. So this is how I handle that part.
I don't want to make a complete fully decision like on the spot. I'm saying I need like, I'm not saying I'm gonna ghost you or whatever. Like, I mean, I hear your thoughts. You guys are great. You guys have good skills that I need. I want to ask some questions on like some guys that I talk with also, because like I want to get their take, because I mean like their experience with like stuff like this, like monthly retainers, how their experience, other people who do like the one-time thing, how their experience went, because I still gotta ask those guys. Obviously, I'm not seeking approval from them. It's all based on my decision at the end of the day. But it's good to just hear some people out, just like I heard some other people out before you guys. And I mean, you guys, like, I'll be completely honest with you, I'm probably like leaning towards you guys for sure right now. But I don't want to make that decision right now on the spot, obviously, because
Okay.
yeah. But I mean, obviously, this is a higher premium service, which is explains your pricing. Like their pricing was a lot different. The first guy's pricing was like I'll just be open. Like the guy's pricing was like $3,500 just to set up for a one-time fee, and it's like you guys are obviously a different deal. You have a bigger operation. You guys are $3,000 per month, which seems pretty reasonable. Obviously, if the results come in, and I mean, I'm not saying like it's not going to work out if we work together. Like I say I commit, and then it's not the results I wanted. Like I don't know how you guys go for, like I don't know if it's like contracts and things that you guys go with, and if you guys explain how you guys go about it.
So before we get into that, because there's a lot there. Other than you mentioned 20 to 30K a day is your goal. What other results are you looking for?
In terms of on my store in general?
Yeah, in terms of like email revenue, of course, because that's basically what we're going to be doing for you. So, what is your goal with that? I think Mehdi's talked to you before we got on the call and mentioned maybe our case study. We typically do about 20 to 30% on average for most of our brands. So, what is your goal there? Just out of curiosity.
Like in terms of the email side of things, like where
the revenue attribution email.
I mean, like I said, I'm so new to this. Obviously, I want it to be as high as it can, but if 20 to 30 is like the mark, because if I want to hit those 20K days, I don't know how much would come from revenue, maybe 5 to 6, which I mean, if that's coming in on a email basis, I mean, that's profit that I can take, and then I think it's a good thing for me. I mean, if I had 10K days before, I would want to hit more than 20K days. Like 20 is like a very like ambitious. It's a minimum goal though. Like I want to hit more than 20 for sure.
My lectures or whatever. Yeah, you don't have any shackles, and apart from the other thing, the guarantee, right? That okay, we hit that certain revenue. If not, we'll guarantee something. So in terms of guarantee, okay, we since every niche is different and every brand is different, like we don't wanna overpromise. Basically, what some other people would do is they're gonna say that okay, we are gonna hit this certain mark, and they don't, and then they they put out excuses, and then they they say okay, this didn't work out, that didn't work out, that's why we couldn't hit that mark, and then you try them out for another month, and then it doesn't work out for the next month as well. So we typically don't need to even do that, because we've been in the space for long enough that we actually know what works and what doesn't, and then we know that okay, if we are using this idea or this game plan on this brand, it's gonna bring up a certain revenue or a certain benchmark. And as you can our case study already backs up our claims, so that's why we don't need a guarantee that okay, we're gonna hit that mark. If not, we're gonna do a refund or not. But yeah, so apart keeping those aside, since we want to work on a long-term basis, because you make money in the long term, we make money on the long term. It's like you give us $1, we give you $3 back in terms of emails. So
My money I still feel pretty new. Literally, like I said, I repeat myself, I don't think I know what I'm doing, even though I mean I've gone to this point, so I should know a little bit. But I mean, I'm ready to work, and you guys seem like you guys are obviously, like, I'm not saying like you guys want to close. Like, I'm not saying like you guys are salesmen, like, oh, you want to close me, but it's like that's like you guys run your guys' own business. I run my business. It's just it's all
Yeah.
at the end of the day, and you guys are here to
So-
handle any objections I have, which I appreciate.
there's no doubt that you're gonna get like a full-on, like hand-on-hand experience on the whole email side, or that being transparency, or how we are running this side of things. Like worst case scenario, like we end the month-on-month contract, it's like nothing. You just say that, okay, it's not working, and then we end it and we walk our separate ways. Or you make a lot of money in the long run. You hit the 20K goal, which is now our combined goal, since we are on the same route. So
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. I mean, I get what you
And-
mean. Like, you want to provide a good service, so then like the word of mouth carries
Yeah.
on. Like how
Exactly,
Dennis
yeah.
literally referred me to you guys. That's gonna be a question I had. I was gonna be like, how do you guys know Dennis? And you guys said you guys worked with him. He asked for a one-time setup.
and then
Yeah.
some our other clients referred us to Dennis. That's how like Dennis found us.
Yeah.
So yeah, so yeah, like I think like we are pretty much on the same foot, same foot at this point. So we like it's Q4 coming up, and not to sell you, by the way, Q4 is coming up, and like we are not taking in any more brands when October is gonna start, because you don't wanna take you don't want to eat more than you chew. Is that how the saying goes? Like,
I think
Right
it's
off the
pretty similar. I mean,
or
that's
did I- Yeah.
I mean, something like that. I mean, that's the same with me.
So yeah, so what, like the best thing that what could happen right now is we can get onboarded right away, and then you take the leap of faith with us, and in, let's say, in the next 15 days, you talk to any guy you want, like you get more confirmation, you ask people about us, maybe we can refer you to some of our clients who are doing like 7 figures right now from the Evolve server. You can talk to them, you can vibe with them, since they're all in the same niche. And in the next, let's say, 10 to 15 days, if you change your mind, we can just refund your money back. How about that? Seems like you don't have a budget constraint, as we've mentioned.
So এখানে what I did was যে like ওর main প্যারাটা হইতেছিল যে ও like should he take that 3K leap or like whatever the amount is, like ও like সাহস পাইতেছিল না যে okay, like this is a big amount, আমি কি do I just make the call, do I just like cause he never spent that much money on a single call, তো ওইটা কি like is he gonna do that, will you do that, এইটা নিয়ে ওর প্যারা খাইতেছিল। তো ওকে like আমি এমনভাবে কলটা লাইক অফারটা স্ট্রাকচার করলাম যে ঠিক আছে, লাইক 15 দিনের মধ্যে তোমার যদি মাইন্ড চেঞ্জ হয় ইউ ক্যান জাস্ট রিফান্ড আস ব্যাক, কজ ও তো লাইক 100% শিওর এমনি শুধু শুধু 15 দিন বা ওর আর কতজনের সাথে কথা বলবে ওইটার জন্য আমরা লেট করে পরে টাকাটা পাইলাম, অ্যান্ড দেন কজ আমি আবার মেনশন করতেছি যে ওকে আমরা অক্টোবরের পর আমরা ক্লায়েন্টস নিব না। সো ইয়া, সব কিছু মিলাইয়া দিস জাস্ট ওয়ার্ক ব্রিলিয়েন্টলি।
On the back end, like we can start rolling the dice, we can start working on researching your market, researching your ICP, and then starting off slowly.
Oh yeah, that sounds great. I mean, like obviously you guys want to have your last few clients for October. Obviously, I want to get
Yeah.
set up too, and I mean at this point, I mean you guys are good. You guys got me. not saying like you guys can be, but it's like I think I'm ready to go forward with it. I want to work together, like go forward with this for sure.
Perfect, brother. So I'll just start setting you up with everything. How about that?
Yep.
Okay, man.
And
Bye.
we close the call. So, yeah.
I'm surprised. I didn't think that was gonna work. Nice. Okay.
And yeah, so that's how we closed a client. So our usual client retention is like 90%. We don't usually lose clients because of the quality of work we provide. So yeah, so that's how you close a client basically on one single call. Was a very long call though, প্রায় almost 2 ঘন্টা, but it was so worth it. So yeah, that's it. Hope to see you guys in the next one. Cheers.